la primavera de 2022 surgió una agrupación alemana de nombre ElKremso con el objetivo de reinventar lo que se conoce actualmente como garage rock. En su búsqueda por crear un nuevo sonido, la agrupación publicó su sencillo Love Doctor. La canción se viralizó en redes sociales, especialmente en Tik Tok y en Instagram. Fue gracias a esta viralización que la canción logró llegar a mí, y hace unos días tuve la oportunidad de entrevistar a los miembros detrás de esta agrupación. A continuación les presentaré dicha entrevista.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. Before we dive into the questions, I would love for each of you to introduce yourselves and tell me a little bit about your role in the band. I'm eager to get to know you better.
All right. Are we recording already?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You're recording. Hannah, ladies first. Did I start? Muchas gracias. Okay, so my name is Hendrik. Here in the band, I'm also called Kike sometimes.
Kike.
I'm playing the bass guitar in our band, and yeah, maybe as a background, the Spanish name coming from the story. I've been working and living 1 year in Mexico, and that was my nickname from the friends. All right. Any other questions? Otherwise, some of you might continue. Ladies first. So, Mike Kremso, my name. I'm the singer and guitarist of the band. Kike and me, we founded the band, I want to say 22 in March, April, in Maspalomas. And I think Flo, the drummer, he joined, when did you join? Half a year ago roughly, I want to say, as a replacement. Back in the days we founded the band with Mario Cortez was his name. He was the first drummer, but he was busy with different projects, and then he left the band, and we found luckily Flo, who is a very good replacement now for the drummer, and also our own pit basically. Yeah, so it sounds good.
How did ElKremso come about? Do you remember the exact moment you decided to form the band?
Was that Mas Palomas, Hannah? I would say yes, finally that they make this plan come true, yes. And before we were playing from time to time cover songs, but Mike always said that's not satisfying to play the songs from other bands, from other people. Let's do our own shit.
What are ElKremso main musical influencers? Are there any particular bands or artists that have shaped your sound?
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to say main influences are Metallica, Iron Maiden, Böse Onkels a little bit as well. I don't know if that's familiar over there. It's like a German rock band. Hannah, do you know? Some AC/DC impact they also have, so it's also influence. And yeah, sometimes I also refer to bands like Three Doors Down a little bit. So let's say a lot of bands, famous bands from different decades, which are forming somehow, or which are bringing in their ideas and influence into our sound.
What is the meaning of the band's name? What is ElKremso? ElKremso.
I hope you can answer that to us. No, but so my name is Mike Kremso, and
Mike Kremso.
When I was younger, like friends called me Mike Kremso, and then they came up with
ElKremso, and this is how the name evolved, I want to say. And when we founded the band in 22, we were looking, of course, for a band name, and I thought that's a unique name, ElKremso. It has no meaning, nothing positive, nothing negative. And as well, it's also a free registered name. Also on the internet, there's nothing. If you Google ElKremso, only you can find the band now.
Yeah.
But back in the days, nothing. So it was like a complete blank name. So we thought, hey, why not choose this one for now? This is how it all evolved.
And I think additionally, Mike, you're the mastermind. You're like the songwriter. And therefore, I think it's also somehow the honor that you donate your nickname to the band.
You said Where's the heart? There we go.
So ElKremso is some like Bon Jovi or Van Halen, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bit like this. At least maybe Mike would not say it like this, but I would say, yeah, as I already told you, he's a mastermind. He's donating a lot of time and a lot of ideas and creativity, and so somehow I would agree that it's somehow comparable.
Mm-hmm. How will you describe your sound to someone who has never heard you before?
Now I'm also excited, Mike.
I always call it dirty garage rock.
Mm-hmm.
So it's then of course the question is, what is dirty garage rock? At the beginning, we didn't have many effects on the guitar, on the bass, and we basically played the instrument blank, which means in a way just connect the electric guitar and the bass to the amps and have the pure sound of the amps, which is basically with the Marshall in the background. You can see all the effects, which is gain and maybe some reverb, and that's it. And that was kind of the pure dirty rock sound we created, and this is why we called it dirty garage rock, because it's kind of a sound you create in your garage. Nothing fancy, nothing special, I want to say. Not too many effects, delays, chorus or anything in there. It's really the pure amp sound, and this is how I would describe the sound. If you wanted to have, with no relation to other bands, of course, with stuff band. I think that was the first question. Where would we be ordered in? But here it's about the sound itself, and I would say call it still it's garage rock. I don't know, Hannah, you agree?
Yes, I would say. Somehow maybe we are defining a kind of a new genre.
No, we're not that far.
And want to play just music.
Yeah, well, that was the idea.
Does the gear feature on your single covers and in your shirts have a special meaning for the band? Does she represent a concept or idea?
So, the first song was The Love Doctor. I don't know if you know it.
Yeah, it's a great song.
And we created it like in 22. And of course, when we wanted to release it on Spotify, we needed a cover. And if you listen to the lyrics, it's about a love doctor who's going around and helping bad relationships, let's say.
Yeah.
And of course, there a doctor would make sense. And I was looking for a mascot who would be fitting that theme, that style. And I thought it cannot be a male, because with rock and male, you know, sex sells. So we were looking for a female love doctor, so it was basically a nurse in the end. And I want to say now it's more or less the mascot of the band kind of ish, because as you can see, many other covers except the Rock Machine now have like red-haired woman on the covers, which goes in kind of that style. So we stick to that rule, to that style, and we used that all the time. But it was initiated really by the love doctor and that girl or that nurse in the way.
What is ElKremso creative process like? How do you come up with wide ideas?
New ideas. That's a good one. Hannah, how do we do with that?
I would say ideas come while playing. So we meet quite regularly in our band room where all the equipment is. So then we play our songs that we already have, and then maybe also with 1 to 3 beers, then we start to jam. Maybe Mike had a good idea, a good riff in mind, and then somehow the ideas grow. And very fast there's, let's say, a raw or a rough version available. And that's why I said that Mike is the mastermind. He spends a lot of time then in tuning and finding and making writing lyrics, etc. And this is surprising me so often how quick there's a new demo available, so a new demo song, and already in such a high quality that it's already, you can already post it on Spotify as a new song. And coming out of this, the new ideas are starting, and that's why we have so many releases in quite a short time, I would say, critically.
And then we come together, and some days like today, we are looking at drums for small things to make it perfect.
Of course, when the ideas come in, I mean, it's really like you said, especially at the beginning, it was really interesting. We locked ourselves up, not that we wanted to, but it just happened, with a crate of beer and the instruments, and started playing, started jamming, started drinking. And I don't know, like after honestly 10 hours, girls at home were calling and saying, "Hey guys, where are you so long? What are you doing? Did you become gay or what kind of what are you doing there?" We were really literally just sitting in the band room and playing, shaping new songs in a way, new riffs, of course, at the beginning, and from the riff then comes, of course, a song. There comes the idea.
So when we started making music together, then we played a lot of German rock bands. We covered them, and Mike said the problem is always if you play a famous song from a famous band, people have an expectation. They want to hear the original sound, the original voice, etc. And I said maybe let's do something different, create an own sound, and think international. And I think Mike maybe give you some insights about the Spotify statistics where people on the world are listening to our music. And I think the decision to sing in English and to, let's say, not really spread so much influence from our origin from Germany, etc. Maybe this is also part why people on the whole world are listening now ElKremso song.
Do you know speak Spanish? Have you ever sing it in Spanish?
Well, yo hablo un poco español, pero I thought it makes maybe sense since we have so many listeners in Spanish-speaking countries that one day we should make something with at least some Spanish words inside.
I mean, we already had the first idea with Estamos ElKremso, but we converted it back to English. But maybe there will be like I mean, Hendrik at least one, but Flo and me, we don't speak any Spanish. And unlikely that we sing in Spanish except maybe a phrase or a refrain. But like Kike mentioned, yes, we have big fan base in Latin America, especially Argentina and Brazil, but Brazil is Portuguese, of course. It might make sense to do something there, but yeah, let's see. Never say never.
Do you have any particular dream or goal that you would like to achieve with your music?
Very good question.
ElKremso for president, I always say. So we have big goals. Yeah, I mean, if you want the little goals for next year, we want to start touring here in
Wow.
Germany at least,
Uh-huh.
and then maybe the following year maybe extend it a little bit. But let's see, of course, how the first year runs. And maybe one day playing, of course, in South America. That would be a big dream, I want to say. But let's see, right?
Yeah. Uh, do you no, uh, have you ever played in a concert before?
TikTok concert, does that count?
Live as a band, no, not yet.
Oh,
Unless on TikTok video streams. I mean, we did some TikTok concerts where we streamed our
ah,
session, yeah.
yeah.
And there were of course some followers. I think the latest one was 300 something, 400 followers were listening live. But we never played like on stage live in front of the crowd.
Wow. How do
Less
you
than that.
how do you see the future of ElKremso within the German and perhaps international music scene?
I would say at the moment, we try to take opportunities for getting better known. So, for example, like your invitation to this interview, or we were also invited to a podcast. We made some written interviews as well. And let's say in the moment, gaining more attention. And as Mike was saying, try to play next year concerts, playing on festivals, for example. And then we look step by step forward how the people like our music live. If they also celebrate it like when listening to the streaming platform. And then we are looking forward where this journey will bring us. So at the moment, all three of us, we are like full-time working in industrial jobs. So I'm an engineer in automotive industry, for example, and for sure, let's say the main earning or the main income, and so that's the question how the music will develop and if this maybe can become a more, let's say, more important part, and therefore, let's say I'm open to whatever will happen.
We will quit our job next year and then just live from ElKremso. That's the goal.
I don't want to say like this, but maybe
There we go.
That's all. I want to thank you for this interview and I want to congratulate you on your music. I have been listening to Umit and Love Doctor for months. They are great songs and they are my favorite songs for the Cremso. Thanks for all and sorry for the internet problem.
All good. Thank you very much.
Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
No, no problem. You're welcome. Thanks for having us in your show. And we are hoping that with your reach in Mexico, maybe more people will listen to our music. So it would be nice. You can follow us on Insta, listen to our music at Spotify, Deezer, and Amazon Music, and I don't know where else. Apple Music, I think, as well. So let's say all major streaming platforms, and yes, as Mike said, Instagram and TikTok, we are quite active. So looking for new followers there. And
Join the ElKremso family.
Thank you.
Right. So, but also for you, many success with your YouTube show, and really thanks for having us.
Thank you for this interview. You are
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Gracias a
Sehr
ustedes.
gut.